Between you and I, what do you think destroy relationships these days? Hello, my name is Fortune Allison. I'm the one who knows everything.
And my name is Stella.
Today we'll be discussing about relationship. What kills relationship? What destroys relationship? Why the relationship starts and then they come to an end all of a sudden? We want to know. We want to know what's the problem, what causes it, why are people just going into a 2 week relationship and then they turn to strangers? It could be friendship, it could be romantic relationship, and it could be situationship. So
One thing that actually destroys relationship is lack of communication. So most times we look at this we say communication is two-way, right? One person speak and the other person would respond. But in this generation, there's nothing like that. Some people will leave your message, but unread. Like it's kind of, should I say, a style now. Something like how will I put that into word? It's now it's now fashion. Should I call it fashion or a trend? That when somebody communicates to you, you don't communicate back to the person. Even as I'm speaking, people don't talk to their partners as much as they should. They don't
you're
even know
talking
much about
about
them.
lack of communication. And I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
People just, you send someone a message now and you could wait for the next 3 days before you get a reply back.
And you
It
guys are
happens
in
a
a what?
lot. And funny enough, it's not just communication. You can communicate with your spouse or your partner and then they don't comprehend what you're talking about.
Mm.
You can communicate with your spouse, they don't comprehend what you're talking about, they don't understand what you're saying. In fact, communication goes a long way. Communication is just not about hello, how are you? It's also about I send you a link to a skit or something and you just read it and you're like, what is this about?
No feedback.
Everybody, every partner, every relationship is like a soul tie. You understand me. You understand what I'm saying. Even when I'm silent, you understand why I'm silent. Even when I'm not saying a word, you understand why I'm not talking.
So communication is one of the things that affect relationship in this our recent world and era. Come to think of it, you are communicating to your person, your partner, and no response is coming from anywhere. And they'll keep you hanging on the air. You are wondering, did this person like me? Did this person not like me? They will not talk to you. And also, when someone don't talk to you, like give you attention. Yes, when people don't give you attention, that means that person don't prioritize you. That person don't love you as much as you deserve to be loved.
Like sending a message today and next day you receive your reply back, can be tomorrow, next tomorrow.
And they'll tell you that they were busy.
It's always they are busy.
Every time.
You can never see why they are busy. What are you busy doing? They don't tell you, I'm busy, I will reply you, so and so. It's really crazy when you call someone your partner. You tell them that you guys are in a relationship. That is, if you're in a relationship, because
Yes.
nowadays it's let's see how it goes. But when you're in a relationship and you send them a message, good morning. I don't think people even still receive good morning, good night, that kind of thing anymore. And you receive good morning, you send a good morning message. Before your partner will send you a message, it will be at night. What are we? Cultists, witches and wizards. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
You get me? So I think aside communication, which is still communication anyways,
Yes.
comprehension is a big part, has a big part to play.
Yeah.
I can communicate with you about something, tell you something, can you comprehend? Can you understand what I'm saying? Thank you very much. People just communicate. They don't understand what their partner is saying. They don't even understand what their partner is all about.
And also, let me add this. Some people, when they communicate, they don't match their partner's energy. You can see somebody will be talking to you, your partner is talking to you, and you're like, you are giving this kind of reply, and somebody send you a sticker that is very, very funny,
and they don't understand.
And you're like, what's the meaning of this?
It's when a Gen Z is dating a 30+ man.
It's so crazy, and you're like, what is happening? And all these things, you are trying to tell yourself you are in a relationship, you are trying to make this thing work, but you're not putting in that effort.
This thing we just said now. Age actually plays a big role too.
Yes.
A Gen Z dating a Gen Z is easier to understand each other. A Gen Z and someone 30+, 40+, But then some Gen Zs actually understand some 30+, 40+. We don't know. We can't say. After all, some people marry men that are way older. I don't want to mention names, but we all know. So, communication plays a big role in relationship.
Exactly.
When you don't communicate with your spouse,
How do you know more about them?
what are you doing? You don't know. Where did you go? You don't know. You know, it's actually sick that I'm your partner and God forbid, but you have an accident somewhere. I don't even know that you were going out.
I don't even know your next location. I don't
It's
know where
actually
you are.
funny. Like, why am I your partner? Why are we in a relationship? Why are we
Then-
those type of things you don't call them relationship, we call them situationship.
Yes.
That one is situationship.
Because
In a
you know what?
situation.
People feel like nowadays, I feel like the recent relationship now, they feel like when they are talking too much, that means they are sharing too much. They feel like when they talk everything about to their partner, but that's wrong. This is somebody you are trying to vision.
Everybody's trying to be secretive.
Everybody's trying exactly. Everybody's trying to be
live a
secretive
secret life.
in their relationship. And it's crazy. You're trying to be alive with a particular person. You told yourself that you love. Then what is love doing
This thing
there?
just reminded me of someone I know, and the person was like, he doesn't like telling anybody his next move. He doesn't like telling anybody.
What if they kidnap you? What if Fulani headmen hold you? Nobody will know.
And you're in a relationship, and you don't like telling anybody your next move. How would I know where you are? How would I know what you're doing?
That's crazy.
So communication plays a big part.
Yeah, if I'm in a relationship with anybody, you have to tell me your next location. You have to tell me what you are going to do in between the space of, like, in the whole day. Like, what are your routines? What will you do in the afternoon? What will you do in the evening? Where will you be at? Will you leave work early? Will you leave work late? Stuff like that. You keep me updated.
I know then communication and money also play a big role together.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when you have, let me just say like this, so that they will not drag me.
Yes.
But you know that some people, they're ready to be in a relationship that have no communication because there's money flowing.
Exactly.
If you send me 2 million naira, I don't care if you're in Afghanistan. I don't care if you're in Madagascar.
Yes.
I don't care if you're.
As far as money is really
But and then there are some people who cannot be in a relationship because there's no money flowing. Money is very important in relationship.
Yes, it is. It's very important.
But it's not relationship. Money is not relationship.
Yeah, it's not.
So many people are in the relationship because of what they are getting and what they are not getting. What the financial relationship has become a financial institution.
Yes, transaction.
So what are we getting from? What am I getting from you? What am I bringing to the table?
Yes.
You can even bring, apart from money, what am I bringing to the table?
Do you know what? A girl told me that if my guy cannot put me on a monthly payroll, I cannot date him. If any guy I cannot date that person. And I was like, from where to where? Are you not
These people are enjoying, no. No, they're enjoying because when the days to give monthly allowance for relationship, they should come and tell us, please. I've seen a lot of things like that on TikTok.
She was like, you know what she was like? She was like, I've built myself. I work, I earn. She called the amount of money she was earning. And she was like, so nobody can tell me now and tell me that if you don't put me on a relationship, if you don't put me on a monthly, that's what even caught my attention. Put me on a monthly payroll. I was like, from where to where in relation? Someone that you say you love. Are you guys even loving each other, or you are?
You know this thing you just said now. You said that she said that if she works and all of that. If I'm working, if I'm working, and I'm paying my rent, and I have a private chef, and I have what is it called? A driver. I have everything. You cannot come and date me and say I should start cooking for you. Actually, I'm not saying she's wrong, but about the monthly payroll, I don't know the job she's doing. Maybe she has another job that she's doing. But aside that, I'm going to be very honest. Yeah, money plays a big role in a relationship. You need to go on dates once in a while. You need to go on vacations once in a while. You just sit down and let us get to know each other. We cannot get to know each other and enter altar. Me and you will not do that one. but you cannot just make money the basis of the relationship. Money cannot be the basis of relationship. So
because you lose the focus.
If you're going into a relationship, that's one of the things you need to communicate about.
Yes.
Money. And that's the people start comparing each other.
So now this boils down to a question. Ladies now find it comfortable. Like, I will not say all ladies though, because I know there are some independent ladies out there, and I shout out to you. But some people now are saying that, how often should my man give me money? That boils down to that, because now we are now telling them that they should not, but we should not put all our mind on money.
They should not settle for
we should not, yes. we should not put all our mind on money. Money should not be the center of the relationship. Like, how much does it even end that I should date him? If he doesn't have a Porsche, if he doesn't have Lamborghini, I cannot date him. You get? If he doesn't have a yacht, I can. But so how often should a man be willing or should have that capacity to give me?
See, let everybody date according to their size.
Okay.
Let everybody date according to their pockets.
Okay.
Just because you see someone that goes to Thailand today, Vietnam tomorrow, Bangkok next tomorrow, then you say you want to go and date her, and yet you can't even take her to Ajegule. Just for example. And I need fun.
Next thing I have in mind is comparison. What we see now in today's relationship, people compare their partners to their past partners. And they'll be like,
a lot.
And they'll be like, oh, but in my past relationship, my partner was doing this, and my partner did this for me, and I liked it, so I think he should do it. That alone has destroyed a lot of things that was in the process of growth.
It's just like we were talking about money. Your partner doesn't have money before. A lot of people date Yahoo boys before, and probably they were buying designers for them. Now you're dating a working class boy. Where does designer want to come out from? So it's something like that. You start comparing. In my last relationship, I used to go to this place.
I used to go on vacation. I used to do this. I used to do that. I don't beg for this. I have this in my account. Blah, 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 blah.
And those type of things, that is even the quickest, like I say. Because by the time you're comparing me with your ex every time, it will be like I'm not good enough.
Exactly.
Me, myself, I will start feeling like I'm not supposed to be with you.
Yes.
That you're too big for me. You're heaven and earth for me. Meanwhile, it was your ex that was sponsoring your lifestyle. Excuse me.
And it also look like maybe you actually even love that person. You should go and meet that person then. Because
a lot of them still love their ex. They are just with you to fill up the space. They are with them to fill up the space, that the loneliness. They don't want to be lonely anymore. So that instead of them being lonely, they bring someone else. And then if you cook this food, my ex used to put onions. My ex will cook it like this. My ex will do this one like this. My ex will do that one.
Even boils down to dressing. Even boil down to dressing. They say, why are you dressing like this now? Do you know that some people are comfortable when they want their partner to? I'm going to talk about two kind of people. They want their partner to show skin and not to show skin. So imagine somebody that their previous partner show skin, and they're like, what's this now? I want to show skin. Why my before partner does this? Why are you covering up? I don't like this now.
Men actually they don't know what they want. Let me just say like this, because this thing that you just said now, if you want someone that shows skin, go and date someone that shows skin.
You know this one that don't show skin. I want to change the person. Like, it's just crazy.
If you want a fat person, go and date a fat person. If you want a slim person, if you want someone that if they wake up in the morning they'll be eating heavy fufu, go and date someone that be eating heavy
and catching it.
Why are you trying to change someone that is not like that? Why are you trying to make the person become someone else? Because your type.
Yes.
Because of your type, the type of person you want to date.
I don't know, this boils down to people's specs. Now, because they don't have that luxury. Let me just put it that way. I don't say money. They don't have that luxury, that lifestyle to attract their spec or to get their spec. So they meet the normal person they see day-to-day life and try to change that person to be what that person is not. And they'll start. That's when the comparison now comes in. Don't you see so and so person do this? Don't you see so and so person do this? And do like that now. Why?
Relationship these days last for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden they turn into strangers. What do you think? What causes such things to happen?
I would say mutual respect. Sometimes people want their partners, they want their partners to give them respect to an extent, but they don't know how to liaise it to their partner. And the other partner now won't understand what to do or won't understand how they want to be respected. People have different ways in which they want to be respected. So some people don't even want to every morning you are telling them good morning sir, good morning ma, or good morning babe, or good morning. You get what I'm saying? But they have a specific way they want you to show respect to them. And so that in that regard, they don't see it that way. They don't see that this person can look at them in that frame. And sometimes they just decide to like pull off. And another thing again, it also boils down to relationship. Because why won't you tell your partner that this is how I want this to be? And you decided to just break up with them. It doesn't make any sense, right?
I understand the respect. To me, I think money is one thing that you know makes relationship be on a rocky foundation. People come into relationship expecting something. What can you offer me? That's what everybody talks about today. What can they offer me? So one last thing I think kills relationship today is pride.
Yes.
There are a lot of people with pride in a relationship. You cannot say sorry.
Mm.
You cannot say sorry for what you did. You cannot say sorry for the offense you made. I mean, you did something. Say sorry. You did something. Apologize. There's no big deal in apologizing. It's not too much.
But you know that saying sorry all the time, right? Saying sorry all the time does not mean that the person will not stop doing what they are doing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I understand
But
you.
it takes saying sorry and putting your ego aside and trying to not do that thing you did that warrant the sorry.
Okay. Now, you just said something now. If we are partners, or we are partners already, and you do something repeatedly to that, keeps getting on my nerves. And every time you do it, you say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Then I need to sit you down and tell you that this thing that you are always doing, I don't like it. It is for you and your pride to then calm down and say, okay, this thing that I am doing, she doesn't like it. You understand what I'm saying? It still falls down to pride. If pride will not allow you to agree that I'm right and you're wrong.
Sure.
Pride will not make you, see where I'm trying to take you to. Like, this is where I'm going to. You need to understand that this is, as my perspective, that this is where I want you to see why I'm angry or all of that.
Okay, since talking about that in relationships now, right? Two partners have to be vulnerable to each other. What I mean vulnerable, nobody should hesitate to trash out anything. And this leads to saying you're sorry, right? If you are the lady that offend, just say you are sorry. Most people in relationship now, they put their pride in the middle of the relationship. Their pride is in the middle, wearing agbada, cap, and heels and shoes. So they put it in the middle. I'm like, no, I can't say I'm sorry. You have to say you are sorry to me first. So we need to be vulnerable to each other. Be vulnerable to the extent that you want to tell your partner. You want to learn about your partner. When you say sorry to somebody, you tend to know, okay, this particular thing that happened, this person does not like it, and that make you know the person more. So that's why you just have to don't put things.
I'm going to say something here about this vulnerability that you just spoke about. It's not everybody that can be open. Why? Because maybe their past relationship, when they were open, something happened and it damaged them completely. So this new person now, if they tell you what happened and this one, you might, having a person like that, I don't think it's pride. It's not everybody. I don't think I'll call it pride. Vulnerability, let's push pride and vulnerability aside. If I'm scared of telling you something, it's probably because of what I've faced before. I've suffered before.
Sorry to cut you short. But before you are entering into a relationship, do you know you have to heal from your past scars?
People don't just heal.
No, you have to take that break.
That's what I'm saying. People don't just heal. You know why? Even if you take a break and you come back, you enter into a new relationship, you're not even sure you are healed yet. It's this new relationship now that would open the scars or show you that I'm not healed though, I'm healed though. This thing that we call healing, every day everybody's saying, I need to be healed. I need someone's son that is healed, blah, 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 blah. It's until you enter the new relationship before you know if you are actually healed or if the someone's son is healed. So, you understand what I'm saying?
I know that healing takes years though. But some people, a friend of mine, she was in a very toxic whatever, but she took 2 years to stay away from any relationship just so that she can heal from what she had.
And then she entered a new relationship
and everything. It's okay. It's not like you're just jumping into the new one after you had a toxic one. So we are still on pride and ego, right?
Yeah.
And this has destroyed many relationships because people want to just be the main person in the relationship,
Everybody wants to be the
want
main person.
want the other person to be under.
Because if I say the main problem now, if you
Perfect.
add man and pride equals to man and pride equals to every woman is ready to
Submit.
a
Yes,
lot of women they are
that's
ready
the
to
truth.
submit,
Very,
but the
very
men and
true.
their pride will not allow the submission to work. You
Yeah.
want heaven when you're on earth. When you're not in you and when you're in hell.
And sometimes when they're able to the submission, they try to become more toxic.
We've come to the end of today's episode on Just So You Know. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any discussion, any opinion, any comment, you can drop it on our YouTube channel or other social media platform.
Please like, comment, share, and tune in for our next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.